Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, and Scandinavia in Meiou and Taxes Grand Mod. It has been a while, over a month actually for me when it comes to recording, actually way over a month. And I'm sort of feeling weird coming back to this game right now because I have grown a bit detached from what is happening in it. But on the other hand, I am pretty sure that I don't want to abandon any more Let's Plays than I already have and even finish some of the older ones. So here I am back looking at the situation. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days because I actually wanted to record a few days ago, and I decided against it because I just didn't feel like it. I loaded up the game, looked over the entire situation, and then just said, oh man, I just don't want to deal with this. And when I analyzed this, I found out that the problem, or the reason why I don't want to record, is the war with England. I'm so tired of fighting them. We have hurt them immensely during this time. We have sunk literally dozens of their ships. We have took them to the maximum war exhaustion, and we have done all of that without taking any significant casualties. However, they have stolen some additional territory from Scotland, and that kind of feels bad. But I have decided that we're still gonna piece them out, because the reason that I'm gonna do this is that they will come after us again. They will. It's just inevitable. Actually, what is this? Oh, these are the casualties. Hey, we can look at that. So that makes sense. They lost 74 ships. We have lost 17, out of which only 3 were ours. They lost 14,000 men to attrition and 19,000 in total. We have lost 15,000. 3,700 to attrition. Yeah, well, the reason I just don't want to deal with this right now is that I think that we have tipped the scales in our favor, but we're still not ready to win this war. If I pushed really hard, oh my god, this graphics glitch is pissing me off. If I pushed really hard, I could maybe sink many of their ships, but that wouldn't do me all that hell lot of good when we would lose many ourselves. We do have an army ready here, but they still got way bigger army. So I'll take the peace and we'll continue building up our treasury, our manpower pool, preparing for the next time. Because I still want to get Scotland back the territory, and I still want to get myself back the territory that we lost. And we're going to do that. We're going to do all of that, but just doesn't seem like this is the good time. We need to get a bit more stability. We need to push our relations with our vassals slightly higher, and just generally speaking, this is it. So without further ado, I'm just gonna piece them out, and well, actually no, I'm gonna let them piece me out. The situation is hurting them more than it's hurting me. Where are these ships going? To Celtic Sea. Well, they're probably going to the New World. And I got the army here. Yeah, they're moving to Donegal. Wait, Donegal Bay? Where the hell was that? Oh, here. Okay, we got our armies here. Can't see shit really like this. This army is just sitting there, waiting. Trade protection. Are they going to retreat? Not entirely sure. So anyway, this is my plan for now. We're just going to wait. Oh, they got reinforcements coming. Shit. Okay, and at that point, Angus. Okay, to Eraghaidel. So half of their army is retreating and a smaller portion of their troops is attacking us. We have a really shitty general. Yeah, they got... Oh, this guy is good. 4-2, and we got a 1-2. Crap, can I make a better one? If I made my king a general... Okay, he sucks, and the heir sucks even more. Yeah, this is not gonna do us much good. Why now did you think that... Well, their general is way better than ours. Let's see... Oh, okay, they're sending both of them now. Okay, never mind then, we're gonna piece them out. I don't want to face these guys. Okay. A marriage to secure peace. I don't think this fits our agenda really. Do we want to? What would give us a bit more time? When does our territories lose the core? Oh, 1706 in 50 years. That sounds good. And you guys just need to go home now. So we're gonna send you... I think, yeah, we have our sailors docked now. So, oh god, this glitch. So I'm just gonna separate all of the transports. And I'm gonna send... Where are you? Here. I'm going to send you to the capital. Yes. Oh, I gained quite a lot. Okay, stability points. I haven't checked my stability yet. So let's see how we're doing. 194. Oh, we're doing good. We're gonna get to +3 very soon. So let's lower... minimum loot burden has been taken away. I'm gonna lower the army maintenance. And I'm just gonna split the rest of the army. So the heavy ships are gonna go and sail to Skåne. And the white ships will need to distribute between the various territories. So I do have some Latina-South caravels still, which needs to be fixed, and some caravels as well. Speed, and yeah, we need the frigates. So what do you say if we upgrade 4 of them? That would be 120 gold. So you guys are gonna go to... Do we have a... port here? We have it in here, huh? Yeah, we do have it there. So you guys are gonna go to here. And then I'm gonna have to split the rest of you and send you out. So let's put 20 ships to protecting the trade in the North Baltic. And send 20 of our best ships, so 25, to protect the trade in the North Sea. And out of these, I'm gonna send 10 to protect trade in South Baltic. Okay, we still got 40 left. So 15 will be added to... Can we protect Hansa? No. North Sea... I can go to Rusland. And now 10 will be added to North Sea. And 5 to North Baltic. 5 to South Baltic, and the last 5 will be sent to protect trade. Hey, in Canada, that doesn't sound that bad. Okay, so this should really change up a lot of our trade, and we're making a decent amount of money. So let's start making this happen immediately. A 2-decker. Oh, England refused the marriage proposal. Well, fuck you too. And lower the army maintenance a bit more. But I think we're gonna start training our troops for the combat that's to come. Okay, yeah, I know. Oh, superior unit types. Oh, we get the leather guns. When did we get those? Leather guns. As more nations began to see the advantage of mobile artillery, they looked into ways to increase the mobility. One change was to attach dragoons to the artillery so that the infantry could defend the guns while the horses pulled the cannons. Another change was to cast guns out of lighter copper instead of heavy iron, binding the cannon in leather. This reduced the crew needed to 2 and allowed for very mobile cannons, but the copper cannons grew so overheated that they were unusable after only a few shots, and the wagon was largely abandoned after a few years. Huh. Okay. So how are we doing on technology? I haven't checked that either. Yeah, we really need to get more diplomatic. Okay, we're gonna get a new infantry. The line infantry? Oh, musketeer regulars and platoon fire musketeers. Okay. A lot of infantry fire combat with and military tactics. That's gonna serve us well. Okay, where are you guys? Oh, you're protecting the trade. Oh shit, now we're making mad money. Good, 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 good. So let's mothball all forts. But the one in Orkneyars will be upgraded because that's something that we really need to do. Contribute manpower. Yes, and pay for mining with ducats. Because we need a better fort here. This one is... What's the level? Level 2. So that's gonna hurt them more. Is there anything I can build here to... No. Nothing I can build here will make them a bit more vulnerable. So the goal is basically to build more sailors, build more ships, build more units, and generally just enjoy the few months of peace and make sure that we prepare ourselves for another conflict with the English. Let's protect our trade. 31 gold, that's really good. So how's our limit? Over the land force limit. Crap. Okay then. It's not really good. You're waiting here, that's fine. 6,000 men here. Where's you? And where's the... those are the caravels. Okay, you haven't still started. Okay, I think the game is a bit confused about what is happening. So can we split you in half, attach you to transports and take you home? I think this ought to work. Yeah, okay. So how much casualties have we suffered? 464 men, that's not bad. Okay, so I'll just let this run as I mentioned, and I'll see if we can do something reasonable here. But as we have very... Oh yeah, remember there was the plague! There was the plague, and that kind of screw with us. Oh, and we're having people rising up against us. Great, great. That's just awesome. Missionaries. Oh damn, how's the vaults looking? Oh, that's not great. Okay, I'll have to deal with that. Well, I want the Scandinavian particularists to rise up, because there's not that many of them, and they have, or they would have cost me 100 military power. So, yeah, I've had them raised, and unfortunately they raised in very distant places. But I have been very lucky with one thing, and that is that I have been unhappy with the general since the start of this episode, and I asked my greater nobles for a general of merit, and they gave me Magnus Gildenlov, who has 4 fire and 2 shock, which is kind of good. His siege and maneuver lacks a lot, but this guy is much better than the guy we had. So I'm gonna split these guys now and send them about 15,000 up here and a couple less here to defeat these fools. What makes me happy though is the fact that I have set everything up. We're rooting corruption out pretty rapidly. I dropped the army maintenance, the fleet maintenance is up, and we have a fairly good budget. Plus, the inflation is very low. So things are looking good economically wise. Economy-wise? That's weird. Plus, I already am building 3 extra heavy ships, and we're gonna give order for the next one. While we're at it, I want to see how the corruption is lowering without my help. Like 0.16 every year. I could just put it like this, 0.45. But I would really like to clear it out as fast as possible because it hurts us in the long run. Global institution spread, greater noble burghers corruption. What the fuck are these guys doing? Oh, they got quite a lot of privileges. Ship durability, that's okay. Exemption from army service. Rights of commerce. I'll have to see if I can do something with that. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna split these guys and send them out. Well, I signed a royal marriage with Scotland, which they offered, and we get a new queen consort, Mary Bruce. Not a bad queen after all, so our succession is safe. Meanwhile, our armies are moving up to Romsa, which will take them such a long time, I can't really believe it. And the other is moving to Savo to deal with these guys, so yeah. Oh, they're on the move now. Good. They're gonna run away. To Davisami? Yes, to Davisami. So we'll re-siege Romsa and then catch up with them in Davisami. But it's very much possible that our southern army that I put under the command of our king will capture them sooner than that. Dear Lord. Also, we're building ships. 3 of them right now, and I'm going to give an order for another one. Oh, you're building here. What about here? You're not. Okay, so we're building 4 more heavy ships, out of which one will be ready very soon. So England, come at me, bro. By the time you are ready, we'll be ready twice as much. Okay, we caught the last remnants of the Scandinavian particulars in Osterbotten. I have led the fort here to raise up, and our army, led by Magnus Gildenlove, who has taken a horse from Romsa and came here, is now going to attack them. But I'm recording this for a bit more of a reason, and that is this, yeah. I was looking over some statistics and I found out that our discipline is fairly low, and it's because we have a very low development level. And I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. Plus, our military tactics is nothing really great. I don't know what the numbers are elsewhere, but for us these numbers are very low. Well, at least thank God we got a good general. Fire Force Shock 2. That's better than what we had before. Okay, well, you can go back here to siege this. And I'm gonna lower the army maintenance to a reasonable level, which should give us another bit of money. And we can now raise more ships. Two-decker. How are we on the limits? Yeah, we're way over the limits for ships, and we're way over limits for armies as well, but I'm not gonna disband anyone. We'll need all the help we can get eventually. So we're building more ships. We're gonna have 33 heavy ships, all of them two-deckers, in case another conflict happens with the English. And at that point, I think we'll be able to face them well. We're increasing our manpower fairly well. Economically wise, we're doing good. We lowered the corruption quite significantly already, so that is pretty fine. Now let's look at what the amount would be right now. Minus 0.12, yeah. Let's keep chugging along, shall we? Have no loans. Inflation is going down, and we will get new technologies very soon. Unfortunately, we're a bit behind, which sucks. But we're gonna get a new idea group, and I'm pretty sure that the new idea group for us will be a military one. And I would probably like the quality ideas. I checked, there's not that many that I would like that are not these. Of course, I would like, for example, the innovative ideas, but we should really go into this like a roleplay. The war with England and the constant things should force us to take the quality ideas. So I'm gonna go with those. And before I end this episode, we're gonna read the Danish Bible. The Vulgate Bible, the official Bible of the Catholic Church, was in Latin, inaccessible to most people. Worse, it was in faulty Latin, as proved by a recent translation that used early Greek scripture made available during the Renaissance. Early reformers attacked the church by writing translations of the Bible into a vernacular, local language, making the Bible available for every man to read and form his own opinion. These translations, however, could be tainted by the beliefs of the translator, and most were banned by the Catholic Church. Some rulers who embraced the Reformation took the step of authorizing a single translation for the country. So we can sponsor the official translation, which will give us a prestige, and people will be converting, or let the reformers do the work for us. We do have the Reformed, don't we? Yeah. So, yeah, let's sponsor that. We'll get more people to the church. So see you in the next episode. Europa Universalis IV is back.